Whew. Master left his mark, didn't he? Greetings and salutations. This is your girl, Outspoken Diva, and you see my face, so you know what I'm doing, right? I'm answering your questions. Have a question here from a buddy of mine named Asher. This is the question. It deals with what is the difference between colorism versus color struck. Um, First of all, let me go on to say both of these things now. Both are bad. Neither are good. Okay. But there is a difference in both of them. Colorism is the act of discrimination of a person based on their skin tone within races and ethnicities. Most time it is acts that marginalize darker skin, darker toned people, but also, you know, the on the other side, the lighter side people, there have been some things that have been done, like bullying or those type of things, mistreatments for lighter skinned people also. All of that is a range of colorism, okay? As in point of the paper bag test in the United States for black people, there were certain organizations that wouldn't let people in as members if they were darker than the color of a paper bag, a dry paper bag. In more eastern, civilizations, um, excuse me, of the earth, of the world, there is a major push on creams and soaps to lighten their skin. There are some in the United States like Ambi and Natanola, but there is a $1 million business on in Africa and in Asia uh, for people to lighten their skin. That is part of colorism also. Um, but yeah, like I said, there is a myriad of things because I myself was a victim of bullying growing up because of my lighter skin. It turned into, it started with, it didn't start with, but the final straw was, we were talking about somebody was teasing me the color of my stockings, and it ended with me talking about them not knowing who their real father was. Not my final moment, but yeah, that, hey, don't bother. Hey, Faith ain't fair, and neither is Outspoken Diva. Okay. Anywho, now as for being color struck is preferences, dating preferences, favoritism based on stereotypes of colorism. Okay. That example would probably be um, Auntie loves the little chocolate babies. Okay. Those, she loves all her nieces and nephews, but she loves the little chocolate ones. Okay. Is it right? Like I said, preferences, but like I said, it's based on stereotypes and colorism is itself. Um, as I said at the beginning of this, it's all based on, the plantation or, colorism, in the United States based on plantation. You know, the lighter skinned slaves got to be in the house. The darker skinned slaves were, no, toned slaves were in the field. You still slave, right? You're still not free. And each one felt like one or the other had it better. You were still slaves, right? Okay, just because one got to be in the house does not mean they were dealt a better hand than the ones that were out in the field. Okay, when we talk about especially the ladies, when we talk about those who were essayed, raped, they say. Oh, as I say, forceful birds and bees. Uh, those happen to more those who have that were in the of the ladies that were in the house. Uh, the gentlemen, uh, the men, was more of the darker skin when the mistress would mm, take an inappropriate shine, you know, liking. Bandingo is not fair skinned, okay? All right. And like I said, when it goes to being color struck, it's just as harmful. I mean, I know I've had some I don't say things, and I'm talking about within the past 5 years, I've had to stop saying things because, yes, color struck, and it's still just as harmful. I used to say, you know, um, I don't date extremes. I don't date them extremely light. I don't date them extremely dark. I at least need to know they have brown in their skin. That's really kind of messed up to say. And it's really a messed up way of thinking. Like there's something wrong with them because of their skin tone. Like they're any less, if for me, black just because they're, lighter or darker. Okay. So yeah, I used to also say I wanted to date me, a guy. One day I'm gonna date me a guy that's close to my skin tone. All because I haven't. And it's kind of not. And. So yeah, those are just things I have said. I've been guilty of saying myself. So there are people that they don't date this color of people or that color. I prefer me this person and all these kind of things. So yeah, but those are the differences between colorism and being color struck. One is a whole systematic discrimination against, as opposed to someone's preferences based on the stereotypes, based on that systematic discrimination. Okay? So yeah, that is the difference between colorism and being color struck. Again, neither is good. And again, Massa did a number, didn't he? He really did. Okay, that's the end of that. If you understand colorism or being color struck as something different, leave it down below in the comment section, or you can always email me. Send an email to me in the email address that's in the description box. No hate. You hate, you getting blocked if not reported. Okay. And other than that, talking to you in adult terms.